Hi everybody, welcome back to Big OGGIE Golf. Welcome back to part 2 of my walking the course vlog of West Cornwall Golf Club. As you know, I'm doing lots of walks at the moment trying to lose weight. Lost a stone so far. And I filmed Cape Cornwall the other day, so I thought it'd be kind of good to film my own course, the course where I play as a member. So, if you watched the last one, that's good, you know where we are. If you haven't watched the last one, please watch it now and then come back. I'll wait. Bear with. Okay, if you're all back in the room or back on the field or back on the course, this is the 10th. This is the 10th tee. We're going to finish the 9th tee at 9th green the 2nd. So this is the 10th tee. Very lovely, beautiful view, etc, etc. But I'm just going to be honest here. This is just my own personal preference. Nothing to do with me. I didn't build the course. I find the 10th tee a bit of a non-entity. Okay, I might get in trouble for that, but why? I'm allowed to make my own opinion of the course. The 10th is 328 yards on the white, 319 on the yellow. I can hear a train. We're going to get a train in a second. The train track flies past us here. Might see the train. I can hear it. Greenkeepers. Now I get trains. Might see it, might not. Okay. And the shot is a drive over this space. You'll see hopefully a marker post that's had the 10 on it. If you aim for there, you're not doing too far wrong. A lot of people go a bit higher than that and get near that fence, which is there to protect people who are teeing off on another hole. Little Steve had a bit of a laugh the other day. I did an Instagram post where I took a picture, might show it here if I've still got it, if I haven't, sorry, where I showed an artist's impression of what normally happens with Steve. He normally hits it kind of in here. Okay, again, this is the one, I probably don't like this hole because this is the one hole I really struggle on, because I don't get height. So again, for me, this is the difficult shot for me. Not too tricky a hole so far, as long as you can get height. And you'll land, well, that's the problem. You don't know where you're going to land. Hopefully you'll land on the fairway, but I've seen plenty of people lose their ball here because it's a blind shot. We're going to go to the top of this mound or hill. I'm going to show you the 9th green, which we were showing on the end of the last video, and I'll explain something that I would have loved to have seen happen on this course, and does from time to time. So if you watched the last video, previous video, this is the approach on the 9th. This will be my kind of third shot, Neil's second shot probably, going up the slope to the green above. If you're on the right, you miss, you're down here and all the way down, and if you're in there, you might as well just give up the hole. Honestly, not going out. I never did. So let's go up to the top. Yes, I'm out of puff. This is not at the very start of the video. I've done 9 holes, okay? So this is the green. The approach flattens out a little bit, so you kind of think you probably made your green, you haven't quite done it. But there's the green, okay? Nice little green, brilliant hole. If you can, for me, if I get a 5 on here at my level, I'm laughing, okay? But it's a really tough hole to get a 4. Just do your best, okay? Enjoy it. So let's go to a little area that I'd like to have become something very special. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13th. This is the 13th tee. Protected. People who are driving off the 10th. Down here, it's going to get windy, sorry about this. That's your tee box for the 10th. I'm on top of the hill, you have to try and cover. There's the lovely view. One of the best views on the course. Gonna get windy, really sorry, doing my best here so you can hear. In a moment it's only a very gentle wind. There's the tee marker, there's the train track. Out in front of you is where the green is. Now that sandy area is a brand new area that's just been put in, which Laurie, the course manager here, has designed to stop big hitters going over the top and aiming slightly left, okay? Now, I played this once on Winter League, and we quite often play it when we're playing for fun. Like I said, when you finish the 9th, you're at the top of this hill, you have to walk back down the bottom. We don't do that, we'll tee off the top here. Just for fun, okay? Whether we should or not, I don't know. I just say someone will tell me or tell me off. But I've seen it done on Winter League. And I reckon, I know the ground is a bit rough down there right now, they're still doing some work. This would be probably one of the best par 3s in Cornwall, if not the country. You've got the view of St Ives, got a fantastic view of the beach, Gwyvion and Godrivery Beach over there, all those Hell Beach and everything. Then you're on the top of the hill, fantastic downhill shot. I don't know, let's guess 170, not sure exactly, but it's not from an official place. And you zoom down, if you don't get the distance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bunkers at least that are surrounding that green, and it's a 2-tier green. How cool is that? Yeah, so that's the 10th. We won't go too close to it because we're going to go in straight to the 11th, but basically the official way is the 10th from the tee over this hill. Hopefully you'll find your ball when you get the other side, and then you've got an approach which you must land on the green, because if you don't, you're going to be in one of those bunkers, and they are serious proper links bunkers. Scary as scary, honestly, they really are. So here we are at the 10th green. If you want to know how good these bunkers are, they have steps. Proper bunkers have steps, okay? Lots of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one at the back. And yes, they have steps. So we're going to just stand in it just to show you the depth we're talking about. Oh, there we go. So let me get this right. There we go. Kind of the depth we're talking about on the bunkers, alright? Seriously tough bunkers. 2-tier green. Obviously, your shot will depend on where the flag is. No flags in right now. Next week there will be. Let's go to the tee for the 11th. Fabulous hole. Super fabulous hole. Okay, 11th tee. We have a little bell. Warn people that you're on the tee and you're about to tee off, or probably that you're leaving the tee, I guess. Now, remember, people who are good can hit towards you over the 10th, and they could bounce towards this way. I don't see very often doing that, but you know, could happen. So, this is the 11th. Love the 11th, and I hate it as well. It's what you do. You love and hate golf. This will be the 11th. The 11th is 362 from the white, 354 from the yellow, 335 from the red. Train track all along, as you can see, which is lovely. And you're going, well actually you're going straight out. But that straight out hides a multitude of sins. So we're going to zoom in, and over there is a valley, which we're going to land in a minute, and then you have to go over I reckon it's almost like a rampart of a castle. I really do. It's like someone's built a kind of a defensive ditch work. Let's go and show you it properly. Okay, so we're not quite there yet where I want to go, but this on the right, if you go to the right, you end up in what I was told is the bomber hole. Bomb hole, because I believe someone dropped a bomb there in the war. That may be a rumour, but again, serious scrub stuff you don't want to be in. Hack it out, get up onto the top. Now I'm going to show you the ridge, okay? So, my good shot gets me to here, my best shot. Other players, if they're better, will go down further down there. They're in the valley, they've got to hit the ball up over that earthwork. For me, I could get a good shot with a hybrid from here, and you kind of, if you get this close, you have to go for it, unless the wind's in the wrong direction. If you're not, you're a bit further back there, chip it down into the valley, okay? It's a serious hill, serious valley, a really nice entrance through the gap, Steve's path, Steve's route normally, but if you're not, it's very, very tough to get up and over. Good players can do it easily. I struggle. It's life. I'm sure you can see from all those repaired marks, it's where a lot of people end up. Some are up on the top here, where I quite often end up. But mostly, in the end, it'll be second shot or third shot. You'll be down there playing up over the mound to the green, which is about 40 yards further on. You think it's just over, but it's not. There's a bunker hidden right at the front, which catches a lot of people out. Let's go and see. So hopefully you can see what I mean. If you duff your shot into the hill, which you can, another fantastic job on the path, Laurie, well done. You're going to really struggle to get out of there. Very careful if you're swinging on there, you can fall backwards, hurt yourself very badly. So, very quickly walk up here. There's the bunker that catches you out. Gonna walk along. Hopefully very quickly, sorry about this. And here is your green. Bit of a slope on the right hand side, sweeping off. A nice green with a bit of a back. So again, here's your green for the 11th. We're now going to the 12th. The 12th, sometimes I think I need oxygen for. But we're going to the very top of the course. So you've played a very hard, I think, in my opinion, 11th hole. Now we're going to the top of the hill itself for the par 5, 12th. Okay, I'm at the top of a very lung busting hill. This is the highest point at West Cornwall Golf Club. They do actually have more up here, but so far it's not been made into a hole or anything. One day, you never know. 518 yards, 12th hole, 42 off the yellows. I'm on the white tee. They've thankfully put in some really lovely benches along that some walkers are obviously taking advantage of, and so was I a second ago. You've seen this hole if you watch the channel on my favourite golf hole. This is Steve Jones's favourite golf hole. You're hitting straight out there. As you can see, the back 9 of this course is just massively expansive. You can almost use, well, the way I play sometimes, any fairway to get into where you have to go. First shot for me, hit this cleanly, get over the first mound towards the first black and white marker post, which is down there, onto the plateau. Okay, some people are better, they'll get further down the plateau, but it's a kind of a flat area after a mound. That's another fairway to the right, that's a fairway played on the left. I've even seen some people play that way. But you need to get on that plateau and then you can take your next shot from there. Let's move on down. Before we go any further, this is the new matting that's been put in. It was put in, I think, at the start of this lockdown, so again we've got a little bit of moss and stuff going through now, but it's making this, well, I like to say so much easier, but a bit easier. Let's say a bit easier than walking up what was a bit of a dirt and rough gravel track. So let's keep going. Not going to show too much of this hole because, well, you can see it on the favourite hole video. So here we are on the plateau. Here's the first marker post. There's some new planting going on over there. There's the second marker post, which are now, well, for me, I'd be aiming to try and get near the marker post but not over the edge. People who are better would be going further afield. There's the wonderful view you get, and you never tire of seeing it. Sometimes there's kite surfers out there, sometimes there's surfers, sometimes there's people yachting, fishing. Wonderful. Let's go to the end of the plateau. So here's a second marker post. This is the plateau now. Okay, now I've said there's quite a few of these little areas that have been sanded or seeded or fixed. So I may have given a disservice earlier when I said that they were pitch marks on the other hole. Could even be crow repair or anything. I'm no greenkeeper. So, but that area where we showed on the other hole is kind of the place you would normally be firing a ball from. Now, this would be my normally third shot, or you're lucky, you go over this to go down for your third shot down the bottom. The green is straight out in front of you. Try and zoom in a bit here. Nasty bunker on the right, nasty bunker on the left. If you're a little bit short on this shot, it will roll towards that bunker on the left. Great hole, par 5. The other par 5 on this course is parallel to here, which we'll see in a little while. Not the longest of courses, but it's super tough, very unforgiving. as I know all too well. You go down to the green. Right, I'm on the 13th tee. The reason I'm on the 13th tee is because if I walk along here, I can show you the green we just played on. 13th is maybe one of the weakest holes on the course. It's one of those ones if you got a decent drive on you, can drive this hole. Plenty of people try. I've nearly got there. I normally at least get a chip in if I'm lucky from here onto the green, not in the hole. So it's 260 from the yellows, 268 from the white, off a highish hill, so a bit of a downhill sweep as well. And not too much to say about this hole. I think there's one bunker, but again, not too tricky really, unless the wind's blowing in your face and it goes all over the place and it can end up in some horrible rubbish. So we're just going to very quickly just move along here very quickly. Sorry about this. I just want to show you where we are in relation to the rest of the course. Just there, that's where the green is for the second, and down here, just over that bit of rubbish, is the green for the par 5 11th that we've just played. As I said, sometimes if you hit the ball over the second, you can end up down there and maybe even on that green. So we're not going to say an awful lot about this hole, just that it's straight out there, and let's show you a photograph of the green from when we get to the next tee position. Quick bit of video for this hole, nothing special. And you will get to see the little train at some point. Little train from St Irv to St Ives and back. Go on it if you're in the area, have a little trip back and forth. Brilliant, and you get fantastic views, and you get to see the golf course as well. So there's the green of the 13th. So one little bunker, slight two-tier, and there's the next tee that we're about to have a look from. This is a great hole, the next one. So I'm having to move a little bit quicker now because I'm just literally running out of time. 14th hole, one of my favourites on the course, very tough. Yeah, definitely one of the toughest on the course. Stroke index 2, Casper fixed it. 440. Right. So I'm moving fairly quickly because I'm just running out of time and I've got to get home at some point in my day. I know, got a family. Hole 14, 440 yards from the whites, 429 from the yellows, a bit less from the reds. One of my favourite holes, super tough, one of the hardest holes on the course. So I'm going to let you take a look at it now. So, as in a lot of West Cornwall Golf Club, accuracy is key. And you have two, well, exit points I guess, or entry points. Say entry points. The proper one is to the left slightly and over, either over the mound, which you can see the marker post, or you're a bit more accurate and you haven't got the distance with your drive, then down the fairway down that side. If you're a little bit wild, or you want a bit of a probably safer shot I guess, because there's a lot of dangerous stuff on the far side over here you don't want to be in, then you go down what's called Granny's Alley. It's nicknamed Granny's Alley. It's actually the fairway, and you can just about see further down the tee box for the 16th, which is the other par 5. So it can be a bit iffy if you're down that way and people are driving the other way. But the intention really, if you can, is to hit over that marker point and not be in that mound. Difficult hole. Dog leg to the right once you get the other side. Let's keep going. So this is the mound. Like I said, serious thing to land into. Risk and reward and all that. If you think you can drive over it, drive over it. Here's your 14th marker post. Here's a lovely little welcoming fairway that you land on. So once again, forgive the bouncing of this, but I'm hand holding. We will get a gimbal for another shoot at some point. So now we're going slightly dog leg right. So I'm going to move over here to the left a little bit so you can see. Very difficult without the flag. So you may not be able to see too well, but there is a bunker down on the left hand side which everything will drift into. So as you said, a bit of a dog leg to the right. Keep that bunker to the left of you and hit it well towards the green, or play short and don't get anywhere near that bunker. So we're just looking back. There's the 14th marker post. There will be Granny's Alley over there. This is the main fairway you should be coming through. I'm going to sweep this across very quickly, don't mind your eyes. And tee box is over there for the par 5. Your green is down here. Remember, it's only a par 4, so you've got to work this hole out. The big bunker on the left hand side, which everything will sweep into. Be very careful. Greens literally in front of you. We'll get down there, take a closer look, and look at the next par 3 towards the clubhouse. I will say, walking the course at the moment, it's in fantastic condition, but also that the rough is actually not as hard as I've seen. It's lush in places, and obviously there's some serious, really thick, horrible stuff, which is always going to be like that. But I've often played here before, and the rough, or the edges of the rough, are often a bit thicker than this. You can't find your ball very easily. So we'll see how it goes during the summer, during the season anyway. Let's get up to the green and I'll show you the next hole. So I'm allowed to walk on the greens. Laurie, I spoke to Laurie, the course manager, and he's allowed me to do this. This is fine. So here's the bunker that you don't really want to be in. Okay. Here's the green. Looking very lovely right now. Very lovely right now. And we're going to move on to the next hole. So if you'll do well. If you're a good player, get a par on here, you've done really well. If you go out with a bogey on this, you've done really well. I'm really pleased with a 6. But sometimes, just sometimes, it all goes well. Strike the ball properly on this hole. Good clean strike, first shot. Good clean strike, second shot. You're in with a chance. Okay, so we're moving fairly quickly because, like I said, sorry, we've got to push this through a little bit. This is hole 15. This is the par 3, 136 from the whites, 131 from the yellow. They're all basically off this tee. Okay, 127 from the reds. It's a fun hole, this. This is the money hole, really, for, well, little Stevie wins it off to the left. Par 3, lots of bunkers defending it. First time you get close to the clubhouse again, there it is. It's right in front of the clubhouse. Lovely shots can be watched by the restaurant. Bad shots can be watched by the restaurant. Let's go and see where it goes. Okay. I've actually started working out that I use 7 wood on here, and it seems to be going very well with my slow swing. Maybe that will change in the fullness of time. So this hole is parallel to the first, as you can probably guess, being the first green behind me. Okay, hence why we're near the clubhouse again. After this, we do the par 5, which sweeps out away to near the highest point of the course again, and then we kind of come back in to finish. Lovely little finish. So, as befits a number of par 3s on this hole, very well protected again. Bunkers everywhere, bunkers all round, even some at the back. Landing short is a little bit of a lottery. Sometimes you can slide it through here. Very cool when you do, but obviously best thing to do would be actually land on the green. So there's the clubhouse. Move over to the right for the tee for the last par 5. Wow, those crows and noises today. You can even hear the train as well. So we're on the 16th. 16th is the longest hole in the course, I think. Memory's gone already. I just played the other one officially. So 526 off the white, 507 off the yellow, 455 off the reds. Literally straight out. You're going back down Granny's Alley the proper way. Okay, so I'm going to very quickly show you this. There's the mound that you saw before on the 14th. Some people end up going that way a little bit. They shouldn't. It's much better to go this way. Try and avoid the mound at all costs. Try and avoid the left as well, because behind that big shed for the equipment for the greenkeepers and stuff, up on that thick and rough stuff, if you clear the rough stuff, there's actually, I think, little reservoir kind of pond, which obviously they use for some of the irrigation on the course. So you want a good drive out and keep going. Pretty straight up and down this one, plateau at the end, but a few little bits and pieces to worry about, a few little bunkers and things en route. So again, we're on the other side of the mound now. This opens up to a big wide expansive fairway. Again, a few little valleys and stuff you have to worry about. Your ball could stop dead in one of these. And this over here is the practice ground. So when you're on the practice ground, occasionally be a bit wary if you're on the right hand side of it, because the occasional ball will fly over and hook slightly to the left. We keep going up. Now, I said on a video the other day on the Cape Cornwall one that a lot of people might not find these videos very interesting, and that's absolutely fine. But I think if you've never played a course before, if you get the time, walk it first, find out some of the little idiosyncrasies of it, and some of the things that can really catch you out, just like the professionals do when they got their caddies and they work out different distances and stuff. Just for us, it's more like, I'll go on a course and go, where's all the water? Avoid the water. That kind of thing. So, if you can't do that, at least I'm trying to show you the course, at least from a high handicap to, well, let's say mid to high handicap perspective. Yeah, if you're a bigger hitter, a lot of these issues don't worry you because it's not the longest course. So you find the odd little thing like a little bunker that might catch you out over here, some more further on up. But this is pretty much a wide, expansive fairway, pretty much straight out and slightly up. A bit of a plateau when you get to the green. Let's get to the green. So about 130, maybe 120 yards to get to the green. You'll find these bunkers, two on the right, one on the left, and a little kind of bump in the middle. Also, if you go short, it sweeps right again towards the sea, and there's a big sweep down the slope. So just be a bit careful. Also some rubbish on the right, which will get worse during the summer. Tough hole, but fair, I think. Fair. Also, if you're a little bit left of the green, there's the green. Another bunker there on the left. Thick stuff on the right. Like I said, rubbish you don't want to be in, you want to get out of. So, good hole this. Great green. Fabulous view. What more do you want? Maybe a few friends to play and enjoy the crack at the same time. What a great hole. Let's go to the last par 3. Okay, I'm taking a little breather. I'm on the 17th tee. 17th is not a lot to say about it, apart from I got a 2 on this hole and I won the 2s in the comp. I don't happen very often. I've nearly had 2 a few times on here. It's an uphill slope, and that's probably the most dangerous bit about the hole. Just looking on my phone, 191 from the whites, 186 from the yellows. Hit a good shot up this hill, kind of rolls towards the green. Steve got an amazing 2 on here once, chipping from about, well, I think it was 40 yards out, but every time he speaks about it now, he goes 60 yards, 70 yards. He'll be back on the tee soon for hole in one. It's a stroke index 14, and it's basically straight uphill. So it's the last climb we have before we finish, okay? Again, very good hole. Wind kind of controls this one. A little bit of out of bounds on the right, because of houses and things. A little bit of rubbish on the left, but nothing too serious. No big bunkers or anything to catch you out on this one. So I'll show you it in a second. You won't see a lot, it's basically all uphill. There's no flag to really tell you where it is. We'll get to the top and show you the green. Like I said, nothing to really show on this hole because it's just straight up. Just straight up. We'll show it from the other end. So, looking back down to where the tee box is. Looking across the lovely view, of course. The lighthouse. Coming round. I reckon this is about where Steve was when he hit his wonderful chip. Don't let him tell you it's any further. Green's right in front of you. Nothing too difficult on this one. Not really. Just get a clean strike and get up here. Okay, we're off to the 18th. Very quickly, if you can see this, there is a sign just here, and it says, I'll tell you where to go to the 18th. Most people tend to leave their bag here. They take the club of choice that they want and they walk through, because you have to go through a gate up to these houses and up to the tee box. Okay, no point in really carrying all your stuff. That's one of those little simple tips that most people do. So just kind of leave your bag here, take a couple of balls, you never know, okay, and your club of choice. So if you've got a good score right now, you're pretty confident. This is my favourite hole in the course, as you will know if you've watched the favourite hole videos. 18th hole, 387 from the whites, 385 from the yellows, a little bit closer for the reds. Okay, the thing about this hole is it lulls you in. It certainly lulls me in, certainly lulls Nick Cooper, Buccaneer, in. I can actually hear the Dam Busters music right now. Da, 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 da. See what I mean? Right, so, sorry about that. Let's show you the hole. So the reason this is, in my opinion, my favourite hole, this is just so inviting. It's straight down, you can see the clubhouse, well that's the ladies' pavilion of the clubhouse, and the church and everything in the distance, you can see the view. Get out of this little narrow area here, and it's not even that narrow, and you're fine, pretty safe. I have seen someone shank it into there on the left. Won't say who, wasn't me, wasn't little Steve, wasn't a Buccaneer, just a friend of ours. No names, they should pay me. Now, the problem is, as lovely as it is, and a pretty expansive fairway, bit of thick stuff here on the right hand side, which can get a bit thicker in the summer. You're getting carried away. You think it's an easy par 4 downhill, you're going to wham this, yeah, and you go too strong and you hook it really badly. It goes out, well sorry, you slice it really badly, yeah, slice, hook, whichever. It goes slinging out to the right, and over there is the main road. It's the main road that drives down towards the clubhouse from the bigger road that goes into St Ives. So although it's not busy, there are quite a few cars that go up and down it, and you just hit and hope. When it goes flying to the right, it always seems to keep going. There's nothing you can do, and you just put your head in your hands and you just hope you don't in a crash. Honestly, never seen one yet, but hey, it just feels like you're going to. So we go, you know, good shot down, it'll roll forever, lovely on that fairway. As we go down, interesting COVID issue. Before you used to always have to close the gate. Now you're not allowed to touch it. Such is the new life, new rules. Oh look, Cornish mug of tea. Not mine, but someone left it there. A true view of Cornwall. I should turn around the other way, shouldn't I? Go on, we'll turn around the other way. Get the clubhouse here with a mug of Cornish tea and a Cornish blue bit of pottery. There we go. Get that. Perfect. Let's keep going. So this is pretty. Just on the left hand edge of the fairway. So your fairway's up there. Lovely and expansive, lovely and flat. No real problems. Slight mounds on the fairway, but it just keeps going down, keeps going down, keeps going down. I love my second shot on here because quite often I can roll it onto the green. So for me, my approach would be big hybrid putt, 5 iron, something like that. Just get it over this mound at the front and it'll roll and roll onto that green. Be careful though, because there are 2 bunkers on the right and quite a deep bunker on the left. It's also a 2-tier green again, and if you go over the back, there's quite a big drop, plus it's out of bounds because there's a bit of an extended car park out there when there's a very busy day here. So we'll just go to the green and we'll finish up. So as I said, quite a big deep bunker there on the right, another one there on the right, another one there on the left. There's the main hitting practice ground there on the side, ladies' pavilion, back of Jason Broadway's shop. We need a new sign for the West Cornwall Golf Club, better tell them that. I'm sure they know. And this is the short game practice area, so the putting green. There's another more specialist putting green on the main entrance to the club, but this is another one, little short area, short practice area, and a bunker to die for. Oh, we're going to look at the bunker in a second. So here's the main green. Let's go and show you that bunker before we finish up. So yes, I get a bit sidetracked because we're not actually playing the game right now. This is our practice bunker. Look at that. Oh, you love it. Right, as we said before, proper bunkers have steps. Yes, they do. Have a look. Down the steps. Oh, good bunker. You can practice getting out of this one on a regular basis. You're doing well. Yeah, you're doing well. So very quickly back onto the actual green of the 18th and we'll finish up. That's interesting. You play a course for, well, 3 years or so for me, and there's bits you miss. It's kind of, again, why you walk the course. I didn't know there was a bunker there. Never got in it, so there you go. Like I said, 2-tier green. This is the 18th. Out of bounds down the back. Ladies Pavilion. Pot the ball in the hole. Can't shake hands. Little bit of elbow work together. Thank you very much, lads. Had a fantastic time. Check your scores. Go in the restaurant and the bar for a drink, something to eat, a little bit of social time, and that's done. Thank you very much for everybody for persevering, your patience, for watching me walk around a course. No, it wasn't massively exciting. I know I didn't get stuck in bunkers and couldn't get out of them. That's a first. And I didn't miss hit shots. But as I said, maybe this just might help you a little bit. Certainly if a high to mid handicap and you've never played West Cornwall. Right now I believe it's members only for a while. Obviously this is just before lockdown releases again for the third lockdown on March 29th, 2021. Soon hopefully guests, members can join together again, and other people can just come and book tea times. In the fullness of time you can come back and play. So if you've never played West Cornwall, I hope this video and my previous one have been a little bit useful to you. Bye for now everybody, thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, please hit the notification bell. I really want to come and play as many of you as I can across the southwest, in Cornwall, Devon, Somerset, all over the place, and further afield when I can. Want to book a game with me? Let's do that, okay? I will try and do my very best to meet you all. Bye everybody, speak soon.